So I'll let you listen to some samples from the album. The first song on the album I wrote many years ago when I was hosting a radio show with guitar music here in Norway. I called it Guitar Picker's Companion. And I wanted one tune where we all play together, and we do that on this one. It's kind of an old time country, white man's blues. And I started off, and then the other people come in. We play choruses one after the other. This next tune on the album is one of the most difficult I'll play. I wrote it many years ago, and I called it Break a Leg, and I wanted Tommy to play with me on this one, and he does such a great job on it. Just listen to it. I think I play it a little better on the electric guitar, but playing the same guitar as Tommy does on this one, on the Maiden steel string acoustic, makes it blend in a little better, so that's why I chose to do that. I used to work as a professional pilot for some years, flying commercially. Flight level 100 or above, it reflects the nice view you have from up there. I play it along with Richard Smith, and Richard does such a great jazzy job with it. He was so right into my groove, and I was so pleased when I got his tracks back. For You Once More. I wrote that for my wife many years ago, and I wanted Pat Bergeson to play on this one, since it's kind of a contemporary jazz tune that would fit his Fender Strat very well. And I also wanted Randy Goodrum to play on this one, and they both do such a great job. I can't believe I wrote this the way it sounds now. John Knowles, he is such an emotional player. He worked a lot with Chet Atkins for many years, and he has such a nice tone in his guitar. He never has to show off his techniques, he just uses technique to relay emotion, and that's what he does on this one. It's one I wrote in honor of Chet Atkins. I called it Certified Guitar Player, and John, who is one, is the right person to have on this tune. He does a great job helping me raising the level on this tune. As I mentioned, I love the jungle style music, the hot club stuff. I am not a great improviser at all in that style, but I wrote a tune many years ago. I call it Blues for Jungle. It's not really a blues, it's in minor, but it's got all those hot club chords in there, and it also has good tempo. So I wanted Joshua Stefan to play on this one, and he does such a great job. I really don't understand how he can play so fast with so much emotion and so clean. It's very exciting for me to listen to, and hope you will like it too. I mentioned the Swedish player Emil Arnebro, who is 24 years old now. I met him for the first time about 4 or 5 years ago when I was playing with Tommy at a festival in a close by Swedish town. It's just across the border from where I live in Norway. And I met Emil, and he was such a great guy, and he amazed me. He was around 20 years old, and he amazed me of what he can do with the guitar and his attitude. He has matured, and he is developing all the time. He has what I consider the most important things, like groove, and most of all, he uses his technique to relay a message, to relay music. And he does that so emotionally and nice. And I'm really proud to have Emil with me on 2 tunes here. Here is one of them. It's a tune I wrote many years ago called Have You Heard the News? I call Muriel Anderson the queen of fingerpicking. She is such a great player. She has background from classical music, classical training, but after hearing Chet Atkins, she has driven more and more into fingerpicking. I guess I met Muriel for the first time in France more than 20 years ago, and we have been great friends since. And I had a couple of tunes that I thought would fit her well, and here is one of them. I call it Chet's little game. It's built on different licks that Chet Atkins came up with, and me and Muriel, we take part. I mean, we swap choruses throughout the song. There are many more songs on this album, as I said earlier, 16 in all, and the album is distributed by a big company in Romania called Promart, and they will see to it that the album is distributed worldwide. So I guess you can probably get the album all around the world. So go buy one. If you don't like the music, at least you'll know you'll help these children in Romania. It's a great effort Hand to Hand is doing for those children, and nobody working for Hand to Hand receives any compensation or salary. All the money will go directly to help the children.